And what are some of the things, some of the steps that you take or took, excuse me, or some of the things that you've learned that you've incorporated to be able to reach so many families and be able to be this really valuable resource for families of children with autism who can really benefit from your experiences and what you've learned and the support that you've offered each other to be able to offer to others.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say we started off, we're like, okay, we'll just start recording some of our conversations, just the four of us. Like, let's just see, because we were benefiting from, not that we were necessarily coming up with, well, have you tried this? Have you tried this?
Right.
Which is great. That's lovely advice. Sometimes there's practical things that one of us can bring up for the other, but it was more about like feeling seen and heard and
Yes.
feeling like you weren't so alone. I think a lot of special needs families out there really, really struggle with the isolation and feeling like I'm the only one who's dealing with this. I don't know anybody who has the same struggles I do. I watch these other families and these other kids out there, and I know things aren't perfect for them, but they are not struggling with some of these really, really hard things that I have no roadmap or no experience with myself. And yet I'm supposed to be able to figure this out for my child. And so we just wanted to have conversations about that. So we just had episodes about different subjects. We talked about sleep, we talked about meds, we talked about therapy, we talked, I don't know, just all sorts of different things, right, Tosh?
Yeah.
And then we invited a friend on who maybe we didn't have direct experience with it, but they did, and we thought other people would like to hear about that. And then it was a friend of a friend, and then it was a friend of a friend's doctor, and then it was their speech therapist. And the next thing we know, we have people from all over the world contacting us wanting to be on the show and talk about their particular expertise or their experience.
Yeah.
So we have a wide variety of people on. We'd still love to just have the four of us on, and we are very blessed that we try to pencil that in whenever we can and just have conversations. But then we also will have professionals, therapists, other parents, dads and moms all over the world, sometimes actually autistic adults who can share their experience and want to share their experience with the caregivers that listen to our podcast. We have all of them on, and we just talk. We try to give them the space and the platform to be able to share their story. And hopefully the idea is that something that they say is going to trigger or help or spark something in our listeners to maybe take action or to feel maybe do some more research on their own in that particular area. And that's kind of our goal.